hopefully I've done that. I think I have. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I haven't made any new ads lately, so I haven't seen the new, the way things are with the changes and stuff. I had an ad shut down probably about 2-3 weeks ago, and it was just a $3 or $4 a day ad, so it was amongst my ads. It wasn't major if it kept running, but I did get it back up and going, and then I just let it sit instead of turning it off just to see what it would do with the algorithm. And it looked like it started to, pick up an algorithm again, because the cost per lead is within about $10 or $11. So I'm just going to let it run a little bit longer and see, as a test, what it does after it's been, turned off and has its algorithm and stuff a little messed up. So
yeah, there's definitely some changes, but so since we weren't recording before, there's a few more people on here, has anyone noticed when you go to do a lead generation or a message ad, that's the two I've noticed it on the right hand side, wherever you set your dollar amount, it actually says you're going to receive 0 leads. And Facebook is basically wanting you to start at a higher dollar amount. So I did play around, and Facebook automatically had their amount set at $20. So, and it said I'd get 1 lead with $20. So then I went to like 22, 23, just kind of played around, and it keeps changing. But basically you had to get 2 to 3 leads a day. You had to be almost at $27 to $28. Yeah, but that's only, I'm noticing it on message ad and lead gen. So I haven't tried it on any other ones. I'm not sure if anybody else has tried it and noticed it. No.
Yeah, I tried on the lead gen. Yeah,
okay.
and the same.
Okay. Yeah, so I think we just have to keep testing, and maybe Facebook will, like Brenda said, get over this and move on to something else.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it might just be something they're testing to see how it does, but
what is your how large is your audience when you did that?
The message ad, I did a 38,000. I was targeting a really, really small area. And the lead gen, I think I had 550,000.
Okay.
Yeah. And I still got zero leads on them. So.
Yeah, I went up to 1 million in the same.
Yeah.
I'm going to test around again today with a new ad and then an old ad, and just sort of see how it works.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you find that little sweet spot by playing around with the age and the targets, and maybe at least get it to show 1 lead, then definitely come back and share it with all the rest of us.
I sure will. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I really wonder though, with that, is it that if you don't do a $20 a day ad, are they not showing your ad? Like, how can they predict that you're going to get 0 leads on this ad if they're showing it, so.
Yeah.
Right. And it's always just an estimate, right? But I mean, we're supposed to be able to go by that estimate in order to make a decision, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. No, Facebook is really changing up. Maybe they're trying to weed out people. I don't know. I don't know what the logic is, because anyway, I won't say anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. You would think they would want our advertising dollars, so they would make it as, as doable as possible for everybody to be able to advertise on their platform, right? Because they do want us there. So, it's a matter of rolling with the changes and being able to adapt as we go, I guess, but within reason.
Oh, and Laura, did you put the optimization button on? Because I heard in somewhere along the line that they want us to let them do the optimization.
You mean for placements?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did automatic.
And then there's another button, something optimization. I can't remember the exact.
Expand interests? Or
no, maybe it's on the campaign level when it says.
I haven't seen that. I'll have to write that down and look for that. No, I haven't.
Yeah, I'm gonna test that one out and do it both ways and see if it changes the stats on the right hand side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe.
And then not taking our pictures, like if I put four pictures in, let them do it rather than delete. But I don't get that. But
well, and I think we talked about that in the last Zoom. I did a 113 with a couple girls, and then we went in and deleted the 2 pictures. And prior to deleting those 2 pictures that weren't doing well, they were getting a couple leads a day. And as soon as we went in and deleted it, the ad just died, just completely died. So then Christina said, don't even touch them now. They'll just basically not show those pictures that aren't, getting any response.
right, because they want control.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there is one lady right now that, I don't know if she's on here today, Marilyn, where she's left all 4 pictures going still to this day, and she's still getting 1 to 2 leads a day.
Perfect. Okay. Great to know. Thanks.
Yeah.
I joined a bit late, but are other people having trouble getting leads the last little?
Yeah.
I thought it was just me. I'm ready to close down a couple ads again.
Yeah, to be honest, I've closed everything down. It's just been a waste of money. And so I'm going to start fresh today with a really good attitude and do a new ad and then one of my old ads and really follow the new policies or whatever and Facebook changes that we're aware of. So that's my next step in a positive way. But like I just needed a break because I wasn't in the right mindset and I just felt like I was wasting money. So but now I'm feeling better and more optimistic and I'm going to go for it today. So anyway.
Yeah, hopefully that's not the new norm because I've ran a lot of $3, $4, $5 ads, $2 ads just to keep an ad account going. You know what I mean? Like, and grabbing, enough leads off of those ads to be able to hold their own. So, even if we did have to have a $20 a day ad going, which I'm not in that frame of mind yet. Those little $2, $3, $4, $5 ads can do okay as well. So hopefully it's not something that's being weeded out at any time soon. So
actually, now that you said that, I never did go below $10. So maybe that sweet spot is lower than $10. So whoever's doing an ad next, maybe look at that and see if the lead thing on the side changes, if you even go lower.
The one that I shut down this morning was it was an $8.50.
And how many ad sets, like how many pictures or?
Just one.
Okay. See, that's what I think, like if I put $10 and have 4 pictures, so I usually start at $20 if I have 4 pictures, so they're $5 each, but maybe I'm thinking about that in the wrong, incorrect way.
Remember Christina said too about putting an odd number in there, like 5 cents or 15 cents?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Try that out as well, to have a totally odd number in there.
Okay.
We should check that out to see if it's actually going to work.
It actually is Marilyn that is running those ads that has the 4 pictures going. Hers, I think, is $9.55 or something odd like that.
And how is it doing?
Good. She's getting 2 to 3 leads a day, seems like, an average. So
with 4 pictures at $9.55 total.
I think it's $9.55 or $8.55, something like that. Yeah. And it was a lead gen.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So I want to have a show and tell here. I just bought in the training. You guys can see my face right now. I bought one of those lights that's in the training. So I'm going to turn it off. You can see the difference. It's really quite cool. So it's on a little tripod. I'm going to put it in front of I'm going to turn it off so you guys don't get blinded. But there's a little tripod it sits on, and then this is a phone mount here too. So you can put your phone in here and then have like a selfie stick and take really good bright pictures of yourself. Makes a difference.
How much was it?
I think on Amazon it was like $19 or something. Wasn't bad. And with Prime shipping, it was free. And it's got different modes here, different shades of natural light that you can play around with. Yeah.
New toy.
Yeah. Kind of fun.
It looks cool. It makes a huge difference.
It sure does. Like, I'll turn it right off. Look at that. Like, it's gone.
Yeah.
So it really does make a difference when you're, when you're doing Zooms or stuff like that. I just got to figure out where I'm going to place it better. But anyway, that's my show and tell.
I think we're all going shopping today.
Yeah.
Has anybody been working on their vision boards and putting up some pictures and quotes and different things like that?
I actually found 2 vision boards that I'd done back in the 90s. And the only thing on the vision board was marriage that I hadn't achieved, which is good. I'm okay with that. But I did everything else. Yeah. So, yeah, it's pretty cool to look back at them. So, yeah, I still haven't started my new one, though. Okay, though.
I started mine, but I don't have a lot of magazines, and I need to find a whole bunch of magazines to cut out pictures, because everything I have is like either, I think I have one picture, everything else is just stuff that I wrote or whatever.
Linda, Google. Go on Google on images and you'll find a whole whack of pictures of what you want.
That's true. And there's a lot of apps now. I don't know if you're on Apple or Android, but there's a lot of apps that you can download, and then you can just put the pictures on there from Google, and they'll just, they actually, you can set a time. The one that I have, and I can't remember what it is, my phone's in my room charging, but they have, you can set it to the times that you want it. So say if you wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning, and it will just flash at you. And supposedly that goes into your subconscious when you're in what they call theta. So just a...
Cool. What is that?
Like I said, I can't remember. I've got one for I've got an iPad, and so my iPad's Apple, of course, and then my and I have an Android phone. So what I just searched, and they're both in another room right now, so I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Just
Sorry.
give it a search. Yeah, which other phone you have, and there's so many of them that to each its own.
I have a question about electronic. Maybe we can do electronic vision board.
What was that, Svetlana? Sorry.
What about electronic?
Electronic vision
Yes.
board.
Yeah, so they're on apps. So you can depending on if you have an Android phone or an Apple. So if you're on the Android phone, go to the Play Store. Or if you're on the app, go to the Apple Store and type in vision board. And there's some that you can put pictures on it, and that can.
Yeah.
I know people that have an Apple phone, and they make that their wallpaper. And so every day when they're turning on their phone, they look at it. One that I have, because it's on my iPad and I don't use it very often, I have it set to an hour. Like it says that you can set it to so I have it at 6:30. So when I wake up, I turn my phone on or the iPad on, and it flashes a number of times the visions that I have. And supposedly you're in theta when you're just waking up, and it goes into your subconscious. And then there's ones that you can have where it's on your, so it's almost like looking at your vision board every day when when you're leaving, but it's actually a wall, you set it as your wallpaper.
No, I meant that not vision board that we, because no magazines. I don't have any magazines. No, where can I cut it?
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
I don't have any magazines to cut. I have to buy it.
So then, exactly. So it's you don't cut it from magazines. You go on Google. So say you want, what do you want? What do you want to put on a vision board? What do you want to put there?
Oh, for example, level 3, 4, 5, and pictures. Some.
Oh, what is your? Well, you have to know, right? So, do you, when you have, when you do you want happiness? Do you want to go on vacation? Where do you want to go on vacation?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to go on vacation? Do you want to go to Greece? Do you want to go to Italy? Do you want to go wherever you want to go? You can go look on Google, right? So Google where you want to go, but you put images. So so there's on the bottom, and there's a place where it's images. So all that's going to come up is pictures.
Oh, okay.
Right. So you take those pictures, you save it, and then if it's an electronic vision board, you save it, and then you're able to put it onto your electronic.
Is it on the computer or?
Yes,
okay.
Or your phone.
Oh, phone.
Your phone, right? So if you're putting an electronic vision board on your phone, then instead of having to go to the problem of, you have to hook up your phone to your computer or your laptop, you just go onto the Google on your phone, save it to your phone, and then you can put it there.
Okay.
And then you have it on.
Much better, because
it is. And then so you have it on, so like your wallpaper, you have it as your vision board as your wallpaper. But I haven't been able to find it on Android yet, but I know that they have it for Apple.
Okay. Thank you.
I just pulled up, vision board on an Android phone. So if you just go to the Play Store, and Tracy's holding up one for an Apple phone, so you should be able to.
Oh no,
I never see it, but there's a bunch of different apps for like vision boards and stuff. So then, I would look to see the best rated app and what would work the best for what you're looking to do with it. And then,
right, because everybody has everybody's different, right? For what they want and what they need. Some of them are, that you have to pay for. Some of them are free. And so it's what you need to have done, for what your needs are. And there's there's the rewards. Oh my gosh, I can't remember what it's called. A Google Rewards, I believe. And so it asks you questions every day, and then you get like 10, 20, 30 cents. And that can help you towards the apps that you have to pay for. I'll mute myself now.
Okay. Thank you.
They have one from the Law of Attraction. This is on an Apple phone, an iPhone.
Okay.
I haven't downloaded it yet. I just was scrolling through on here, but there's a couple of them that look interesting.
There are tons, and supposedly from what I heard, I unmuted, but supposedly from what I've been listening to, it's like as much as you can see that vision board or what your visions are, the more you're going to attract.
Right. Yeah, because it's always in the subconscious of your mind. So when you're thinking about what you think about, you become.
Exactly. Yeah. And from what I heard, it's so the subconscious works when you're not thinking, and the conscious works when you're thinking. And what you need to do is get what your wants and aspirations are into your unconscious mind.
Right. So everything has to be in line.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's a couple of really nice ones on here. So I think you just scroll through and see which one works the best. So
find the one that works best for you. I found like that vision board one that I can't show my phone. Anyway, there is the vision board one that is on Apple as well on the Android one. So and then also like Christina has made wallpapers and stuff for us, like I am 3A today, I am 4A today, that type of thing.
Oh, cool.
She's made, they're really hard to, can't get the glare, but she's made like wallpapers for our phones and stuff if we want to load them too. So
Okay.
Where are those found, in Heart and Hustle?
I think they might be in Hustle and Heart. If not, we'd have to plop them into the thing on Flock because I have them all saved. But so, you know, a good thing to do with that is kind of to jump a step ahead, because where you are at now is where is the sum of your thoughts to this point, right? So if you're like close to 3A, I would put the I am 4A wallpaper on your phone, right? Because you know that even if you're close to 3A, or, you know, starting out at 2A, that you're going to be at 3A. So then, you know, jump ahead and put 4A on your phone. So it starts to tell your mind, okay, I already am 3A. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
because you're projecting those thoughts forward, right? You know, same with our lives. I mean, the sum total of our thoughts to this point has brought us to where we are, right? So you kind of always have to look ahead to see where it is you want to be. And, you know, it helps to keep working forward towards that. So, you know, aside from the vision board, there's also the wallpapers and stuff that she's made up that if we wish to use, and I'll see if I can post them on Hustle and Heart later. And
Yeah, it would be nice.
yeah, and then you can, you know, pop them onto your phones as a background wallpaper. So
Myself, I have, I'm the old school. I've got a vision board. I've had it for 20 years, and it's right above my office desk here. And I don't know, it's a big cork board. And then we just keep changing our pictures, and we change our little sayings. But we have a small one too, and it's on a dry erase board. I'm just going to back up and show you. So it has your levels, and then I fill in the hearts as I climb up in the rank. And at least a dry erase board, you can keep changing your goals and stuff too, right? Mm-hmm. So that's another idea for anybody that, you know, wants to just have a quick visual.
I just was talking about competition, you know, vision board. For myself, I can just imagine that's it. But I don't know.
So for that competition with those electronic ones, would a person be able to take a screenshot and then show it on the day that we have the end date? I'm not sure how the electronic ones work.
yeah, I'm thinking you should be able to screenshot it, and then just be able to post it with all of your, you know, pictures and that type of thing on there. So I think if you're making like a manual vision board, the dollar store probably has little, you know, bubbles and that type of thing where you can write inspirational words and stuff on, or stickers or something. That would also be kind of useful to, you know, decorate it up. I also did a while ago, way in the beginning, was Jamie Smith's vibrational business board, where you kind of look at what you already know, what you're giving attention to, and then, you know, where you're headed. And it's actually, if I could grab it, I just did it.
Sorry for asking how to make a screenshot.
A screenshot on your phone or your computer. Do you have an iPhone?
Yeah.
So you take a screenshot usually by hitting your one side button and the other side button together, and it'll take a picture of what's on your screen.
Oh.
You have to Google which phone you have.
Okay.
And just type in how to take a screenshot with that phone, and it'll tell you which two buttons to press. But generally it's one side and the other side to take a picture of what's on your screen.
Okay. And sometimes, sorry for interrupting. Somebody just point at one place. How to do that? Like highlight.
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
It's screenshot, but they just show mark, no?
Like if you want to make a mark on the screenshot?
Yes, and send it to point what exactly I need to point it.
Oh, like you mean circle something in red and
Yeah.
then send it to somebody. I see.
Usually, I don't know what it's like on an iPhone, but on the Android, I can go to edit and edit my picture and then write on there what I need to, or circle something or point to something. So I'm not sure what it works like on an Apple phone, but
maybe.
Do you want to try it right now with your phone and I can walk you through it? On an iPhone, pick up a picture that you want to write on.
No, for example, I have text and I want something to highlight.
I believe you have to bring the picture into edit mode.
You do, yeah.
And then once there, you should have some tools on the bottom to be able to draw with. I'm not quite sure what the tools are. You can make the picture brighter in contrast and stuff. You should be able to draw with it.
Yeah, on an iPhone, after you hit edit, there's 3 little dots at the bottom of your picture. Hit those 3 little dots, and then this pops up on this screen. I don't know if you can see it. See the little marker here? You hit that marker, and then you can draw, and you can actually pick which colors you want to draw with too.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
I will find later. Oh, sorry, Brenda, I wanted to.
Nope, that's okay. Now we're all playing around with our phones. Where is that thing? I need to find it. So going back to the vibrational business plan that Jamie Smith had done back on a mastermind about, I want to say October, November 2018. He had done a mastermind on it, and I just made mine on like actually a flat cardboard with sticky notes and stuff on it. So the top, he has, normally you put down what you know for sure. So like who your mentor is, where you're at, that you're wanting quality leads and buyers. The second part goes to what I'm giving attention to. So, you can set a date that you'd like to be 3A, 4A, 5A, 6A. And then he's got room for more on the bottom. So what I did on the bottom of mine is like, thank you for this, thank you for that, I'm grateful for this and that. And with the sticky notes, it's kind of neat because you can pull them off and change them as, you're growing in the business and things are changing. And some stuff I'll move from the middle to the top and then put like more stuff in the middle. But he has the instructions and stuff on that mastermind as to being able to set that up too. So it kind of flows okay with the vision board and that type of thing of pictures. So that might be, somebody might find that helpful to be able to make up and use. Okay, we're all so quiet here this morning. Does anybody?
So that's in the saved videos then on the training site? Is that where that's in the mastermind?
Yeah, it should be in the mastermind site. And it, like I said, would be about 2018. I want to say October, November, somewhere in there. Okay. They'll have it listed, Jamie Smith, I think, vibrational board or something. And okay. He did a whole part of a mastermind on, making that board. And then I just bought the sticky notes to be able to use so that as things change, as we're, moving forward, then you can pull the stickies off, make new ones, move them around, that type of thing.
Okay, great. Thank you.
I thought when I watched that, I thought that was a really good idea because then you can just take the sticky notes off. I would have never thought about that. And the dollar store for the vision boards is awesome because then you can go back to those sticky notes and be able to take them on and off.
Mm-hmm.
I was at Value Village and I found it was just a frame. And I figured what I could do was write in, so I got the dry erase and thought that I could take that off of the board. It didn't work. So now I have to figure something out. Just like stuff is still in the background.
Laura, what is that light called that you purchased?
Oh, it's in the training. Can't see the name on it. It is in the training though. Under, shoot. Let me see if I can pull it up here in the training. Sorry, my cat wants snuggles right now. She,
Whatever works.
she's like 20 pounds. A little heavy.
Oh my gosh, that's a big cat.
Yeah, she is. Let's see here. Yeah, they had the light and they had
The selfie stick, I think.
selfie sticks in there too. The selfie stick, yeah. And I got that
Selfie
one
stick
too.
and the light. It was the selfie stick and the light, and you could buy them as a pair, or it was more where somebody bought the selfie stick and they also bought the light.
Was that on Amazon?
Yes.
Yeah. I'll find it here soon and I'll let you guys know where it's at in the training.
I think it's tech info, something like that.
Yeah, I grabbed the
Questionable
selfie
leads.
stick because it had it also had, it was Wi-Fi and you could click on it so that it would take you. Talking about selfie sticks, you guys all know that Helen Martin, she has her 21-day go live again. Is going in the next couple of days. I don't know if you all are interested in that, but supposedly go lives are the best thing for marketing yourself, branding yourself.
I'm gonna try it.
Are you gonna try it? You can do it. It's not. You know what? I did the 21 days, and I think I got to about 19, and it was more that I kind of got that I had stuff happen. And then she had a 14-day one, which I almost completed. And then I had stuff happen. And then I think her last 21 day, I got to like day 4 and I was just like, you know what? I can't do it. Because I ran out of ideas. And, you know, she does go lives herself, but it just goes, and she gives you ideas. It just goes on. For me, it goes on, and I don't have 2 hours to watch it go live. She's awesome and she's wonderful. But I need to, I think that, what was the, Christina said one time that there was an app that you could get that you could go through go lives really quickly or videos really quickly.
I believe it's a Chrome extension that you put on Chrome. That it's like a video speed controller, I believe it is, or something, so that you can zoom ahead or there's something with it. I do have it installed, although I don't know that I've ever used it. I'm not sure if you have to click on it but yeah, there is a controller.
I'm sure that would work better. But anyhow, so the 21-day go live thing is on there, and I found it, you know, the first time that I did it, I was like extremely afraid to do go lives. And, you know, then I was doing like go lives. I was out at the grocery store and I was doing go lives, but I didn't do it right. And I did it actually on on that group website, and you're supposed to do it on your own, but I didn't because I didn't know any better. And then I found out later. But, you know, we want to be, you know, marketing to people that are like us, right? So it's, what better way than to do that?
I did that too. Hi, everybody. I did that too a couple of times.
and it really helped me. In the beginning, I was afraid to even say a word when we started, but then I think it really helped me, and she really gives you ideas and topics to talk about, and she has like an ongoing
She does.
program also, although now I felt that maybe I need to connect back with this group rather than with hers, because it really gives you also a shiny object syndrome that you get carried away there as well. So you need to be careful. But Lynn, you are actually very good at lives. I seen a couple of yours, and you were just so natural. It was you who said
I like you too. I think that we met during that thing. I didn't even know that you were in the dream team, and we met there. And even your go lives this summer over your vacation, and I loved it.
Yeah, thank you.
Ron, you had a question about leads? Ron, not sure if you can hear me.
Yes, can you hear me?
Oh yeah, okay. We can't see you, but we can hear you. Oh, I think I just lost the sound too.
He muted.
Says he's muted.
Yeah.
Ron, if you can unmute yourself. Oh, perfect. What was your question about leads?
Okay, when I check my leads on my phone through Facebook ads, it gives me a different number than when I go on, not through the new site that we're on. There's
like a different number from going on Business Manager, or?
Something I like that I noticed too. It's not right.
Yeah, I think sometimes the app on the phone might be a little off, but it does catch up so that, you know, they eventually both say the same thing. I've noticed that if a lead comes in, I can go check the app on my phone and see that the number has gone up. And then sometimes on Business Manager, it may be there that it needs to catch up. It kind of just depends, but they should be fairly close in numbers, you know, within 1 or 2 leads, and then the other, you know, either the program or the app catches up. So
okay, it has quite a ways out, like 10 leads out. So I'm wondering.
Oh,
on the app or on the, which one's higher?
On the phone, on the Facebook.
Okay, what Christina had told me a while back is on the app, if you enter a lead or if somebody enters a lead and they just leave their name on that page, then that app keeps registering it as a multiple lead. If that's staying open, do you know what I mean? I was entering leads for a while, and then I would just get out of it after the thank you page came, but then every time you go to enter another lead, you see that last name was still in there. So she suggested deleting after you enter them.
Okay.
That's what her interpretation was to me. This was months ago when I had noticed it was off. I don't know if that's helpful at all.
Is everybody working on some sort of self-development on a daily basis, be it the magic, the secret, the power, anything else that YouTube has? Is everybody taking a few minutes in a day to, you know, either write the gratefulness part out or just work on the self-help stuff? Does everybody have something that they're working on?
I do. So I told you guys the last time we were here that I wrote the email to myself. So I'm continuing every day to read that in the morning. And then there was a, so it's called the Fearless Soul on YouTube, and I don't know if anybody's heard of that. So what I do is so I have to sort my station in the morning, so I have about 45 minutes, and what I do is I just put that on, it's on YouTube, and it's like a playlist, and that's what I listen to every day, like every morning, and I've been doing that for the past week, and you know, it's really helped.
Yeah, I'm redoing The Magic.
Okay.
And then also YouTube, Abraham Hicks, and some others.
And then I downloaded The Magic for audio, and I'm just trying to figure out, because it's quite large, to send it through email, and it is all in chapters. So I'm just trying to figure out how I can compress it, because I don't have a zip thing, to be able to send it to people that want it. But I find that, you know, listening to it's a little bit easier than reading it. I don't have the time to read all the time. I do have the time to listen. I can put it on, you know, little, what are those little things called? The little USB sticks, and throw it in my car. Or, you know, just hook it up onto my phone. And I find that being able to listen to it, and some people, they read, and they're able to, you know, they're able to educate themselves more by reading it. Myself, I'm a listener.
Yeah, and it's good to be doing something every day, whether it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Usually I've got something turned on while I'm, you know, showering and getting ready for work in the morning and that type of thing. So it's just kind of continuously there, because once the rest of our day, you know, we get moving forward, we don't exactly have moments at every turn to be able to kind of focus and concentrate on that stuff. So there's different morning meditations and that type of thing where you can, you know, when you're just waking up in the morning, that you can turn on for like 5 minutes before you roll out of bed. If you're not one of those people that, like, as soon as the alarm clock goes off, we're like, look out world, here we come. If you've got an extra 5 minutes in bed, it's kind of nice to, you know, turn something on YouTube on your phone and just sort of absorb that going in as you're, you know, starting your day. I think it makes the flow of your day go better. It kind of gets you off on a right foot right to start with. So definitely. And yeah,
Also,
podcasts as well, Laura. Yeah, haven't tried that yet, but I think they can be very good to listen to as well.
That's what Ron had asked a question there. He said that we obviously can't hear him. He's got poor internet connection. And he was asking if anybody has done listened to podcasts.
What is that? Podcast.
I think it's short little things on the internet, right? Like audio? Yeah,
they are audios, and I believe they're pre-recorded. And so they're available to listen to after. So you'd have to Google it to be able to see what to pull up. Like if you pull up Law of Attraction podcast, you know, and see all the different people that have probably done an audio on it, would be pretty good to probably look into and find stuff to be able to listen to. Sometimes there's conversations in them between people, and other than that, I don't know a whole lot about them, but.
So I have a couple podcasts that I do, but the video thing, I went to go and grab my phone, it's called Video Advice on YouTube, and you can look at, and it just comes up on your YouTube thing. But the podcasts, one of the ones that I do is Joel Osteen, and I know that he's not that, I don't know if anybody's
heard of him. Yeah.
You know, if anybody's religious. I don't listen to him strictly for the religious part. He has a lot of good stories and good advice. And let me see. Apps I use.
Actually, he had written a book quite a few years ago, and I still haven't had a chance to read it. The Power of I Am. So basically saying the power of I am happy, I am wealthy, I am, successful.
Mhm.
The power of I am can really actually transform a lot of thinking,
Yes.
right?
So I have the one that I have on my Android is just podcast player. And from that, I can go and look for whatever I need to look for. And it's really just the point of, just downloading or going and searching for one of the apps like we talked about before. I don't know, I clicked on it and I have some guy, it's like, how do you make, it's like $10,000. But it's just, do some self-help and search for the thing, when you hear about something, for when we're doing our Zooms or in the mastermind doing, a little bit of self-help and Google what they're talking about, take notes and, then Google what you heard about, and you're going to find what you need to know. It's just going to come right out at you. It's going to be, because what might be, and I think that's the same thing for whatever, what might be good for me might not be good for you. And what might be brilliant for you might not be that great for me. And until, we both search our things, then we're going to know exactly what we need. If I can share with you guys, I put I bought an Anespa and I hooked it up, I think about a week and a half ago, and I love it. My hair, I play with it all the time now, because before my hair was like brittle and dry, and now it's like my hair is just like so soft, and my skin, I wish I could show you. I've got my back to my light, but my elbow used to be like so dry. I think I had like a patch of eczema on it, and just by having the Anespa, it's almost like my other one, which I'm like so happy about. I'm just like yay. So these products, they do work, and that's one thing that that I'm really happy about. A friend of mine, he's actually, I told him to go and use his own. He's got some kind of freckling thing on his leg, and I told him, I'm like, oh yeah, it's like, so I explained to him what it was. I should have actually sold the business instead of selling the shower. So he's been coming over and using it, and he's freckles are almost gone on his leg, and I'm like, yeah, you need to buy one. And he's like, no, I'll just keep on coming over and using yours. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put a $5 price tag on that. So, but I don't know. Like I said, I've been coming out of my shell a little bit. I know that, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've been coming on here and I haven't been talking, and I've been quiet, and because I'm a real talker, and I have a lot to share. But there's a lot of times where I kind of crawl back into, kind of like, oh, I don't know if I should. And then lately, like I said, I've been listening to that Fearless Soul like every day for the past, and it's only been like a week and a half, like 7 days. I don't even think 7, maybe 5, and actually 6, because I started listening to it on Monday. Well, Sunday I was told about it. Monday I put it on at work, and then I've been listening to it every day at work, and then I listened to it today because I was thinking to myself, it's like, oh my gosh, today's Saturday, I need a day off. And then I'm thinking, no, you don't take a day off on Saturday, because this is what the inspirational thoughts that I've been listening to all week. You don't take a day off, because you know what? If you take a day off, somebody else isn't taking that day off. So you don't want to take that day off, because then they're going to get ahead of you, and everybody wants to get ahead. And we can bring our tribe with us, and we don't leave anybody back, but you don't take that day off. You continue and you continue and continue. There's no Saturdays and Sundays. What you think in the workplace when you're an employee is like you work Monday to Friday, Saturday, Sunday you take off. We're not employees. We are entrepreneurs. We are business people. We are the employers, and we don't take a day off. we work Saturday, we work Sunday, we work every day that ends in a Y, we work. And it's to better ourselves, to better our friends, to better our families, to better our children. And so then this morning I'm thinking it's Saturday, I can just sit, I can just, do whatever. I can watch TV, I can chill out. And no, I'm going to turn back on that inspirational thoughts. I'm going to work, I'm going to do this business. I'm going to work on my life. And it's not just the business that I'm working on, it's my life. Because, if you just think it's it's just the business, that business is not just the business. The business is what's going to get you everything. So if you sit there and you just be like, oh, well, I'm going to watch a mastermind. Don't watch a mastermind, apply it. Like what you did, Brenda. You applied what Jamie said, right? And you took that vision board what does he call it? the vibration.
Vibrational, yeah.
I met Jamie a couple of weeks ago, and oh my God, he is just exactly the same as what he is on his videos. He is just fantastic. And it is. It's a vibration board. Be vibrational. Be inspirational. Do everything that you can and stay on that mental high, because that mental high is going to bring your physical high. Everything's got to, at one point in time, has got to get together. It's just, that's the way the universe works. I've done my rant.
Very good. Had a couple questions here in the chat. No, we are no longer, I think Deb may have been asking. Okay, if we can access ActiveCampaign, and no, I don't believe we will be able to in the future either. It's set up for coaches and stuff like that that need to check, a lead with a buyer and buy-ins and that type of thing. So to everybody otherwise, ActiveCampaign is not available to be able to log into and stuff. Usually if you are, the way it seems to be working is if you are that person's first opt-in, that they've came off your ad, then you will get an email that they have opted into your funnel first. But we also must keep in mind, until they transfer Infusionsoft leads and stuff over, that person may have opted into Infusionsoft as well, in someone else's funnel. So as the buyers are going through announcing our new people coming in, they have to check the different platforms to see where the original person, what funnel they came in, what date, that type of thing. So there's a few things that tie into ActiveCampaign. So even though we may get the lead that they're our first opt-in in that, and if they are, then that's great for getting buyers. But if they've also opted into Infusionsoft previous, either a year or two ago or whatever time ago it may be, then they become, that person's first opt-in there. So.
Yeah, the only thing is that I had some huge problems with Infusionsoft, which is in my last little communication there on our chat.
Oh,
so it would be nice that if we could, I know that if you're not the first opt-in, the actual person gets an email that says, notice you've opted into another funnel already, or however they put it. Why can't we get that through ActiveCampaign? Because I had huge problems with Infusionsoft. They weren't going through. And I spent lots of time. So if I knew that at least I got something that said, okay, sorry, you're not the first one, or the same email they send to the person saying, hey, you've already opted into somebody else's funnel, that would be nice. At least I'd know the system is working and it's going through. Because I had 10 leads and I kept putting them in and putting them in and putting them in, and then probably maybe a week later one of them might come through. So I'm just looking to, it would be nice if we had some way to know that, oh, okay, I got my, darn, it's not me, oh well, but at least I know that it went through the system properly. Instead of bugging somebody that's a coach to say, can you check this for me? Can you check this for me?
Email saying that they opted into someone else's funnel. I didn't think so.
Well, that's what I heard on a mastermind, was that if it's somebody else's, the actual lead gets an email saying, hey, we've noticed you've already opted into somebody else's funnel.
Yeah, I've actually seen that email, and it does say that. It says, thank you for your interest, but you have already opted into somebody else's funnel, and then they give that person's name. And and then they also give, I think, the replay. Please watch the last replay we had. Yeah. So
I would just like to get that email as well, so that I know that it's gone through the way it should. Because like I said, I had a lot of problems with Infusionsoft, and I'm assuming, and I hope it's working the same way it was. But if I'm not getting anything to say it's gone through, or all it makes me think is it's happening again.
You mean you're not getting the emails when you register them?
No, not if you're not the first opt-in, you don't. That's what I'm saying. So if somebody else has opted in on Active Campaign, I get nothing. I would like something. That's all.
I think once they roll out the new system, it's going to be a lot better, the way Christina explained. So for right now, yeah, you're right. The only option is reach out to your coach, and they can check them for you and just make sure that they are getting registered properly. But yeah, for right now, you know, a lot of us, I don't even think anyone can get in Infusionsoft anymore, can they? Unless you never logged out. But I don't think Infusionsoft is even up, and Active Campaigns we can't get into either. So yeah, you just have to wait, I guess, until the new system rolls through, and it sounds like it's going to be really good.
And when is this happening? When is this new system coming? This is a long time still.
I know they're working on things right now, Christina said. So they were just doing the whole webinar and getting all that organized. Yeah. Now they've got that up and rolling. Now it sounds like they're going to start transferring all of the Infusionsoft leads into Active Campaign, and then they're going to be setting up something for us in the training where we can look up our leads.
Okay, yeah, because it made it difficult to, like Christina put something out there the day that it was changing from $99 to $149. If I didn't know which ones were mine, you could have, all of us could have had the same person and sent a different email out to them, and it's kind of a waste of time for 9 out of 10 unless you were the first opt-in. And if you got a lot of leads to go through, it would be easier to know. Whether,
well, just think of it as good karma.
Yeah,
you sent out that email to somebody and they became.
I don't have all that time to go through all those, though.
All right, so we're coming up to noontime here. So does anybody else have any questions? Otherwise, we can stay on for a few minutes if we wish, and I'll just stop recording.
I just had to, so the light and the selfie stick is under running your business, and then it is under tech tips. That's where you can find the light and the selfie stick.
Awesome.
And just for anybody that has a London Drugs, they do actually, London Drugs, they do, oh, what is that? When they match the prices for Amazon. So in case you don't want to wait for Amazon and you have a London Drugs that is close to you, they do match prices for Amazon.